How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally. We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself? Your job, your childhood, your life? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer. I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine? Besides the obvious, of course. Terrace. It always seems to come back to Terrace for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. I already know the tales of your exploits. How you defeated the Mandalorians in the war, and how you fell. But now you have the chance to redeem yourself. To make a new page in your history. So now, I suppose, that all does not matter. Only your life now does. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize.
Got something on your mind, dude? Who said I left the Jedi? Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most, but as for the Order itself, no, I never left it. It left me. You know what I hate? Well, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice. I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong. That's true, but it's not what I meant. I guess I'm not being clear, am I? Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Hortoth? I can never get it straight. Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him and urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on. The other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man. So, one day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should ask someone else, but the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know. No, both of them were from before my time. Well before the Sith Wars, even. The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Yeah, what do you want? Korriban is a Sith world, that's for sure. I mean, just look at this place. Rumor has it that the leader of our clan at the time, Mandalore, did go down. They say the Sith performed terrible magics here. Do you have anything else you want to ask? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Your wish?
Chipedwana ni bobo, tonk nabung shanun yang, tonk patogas maktelia. Takom justak miki grabel mogo, kachi chu ay taudonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut, moga shampumpa, bolawan na chikni, bamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best, chipedwana ni bobo, tonk nabung shanun yang, tonk patogas maktelia. Kuya mi juz kachita, naipatoga ya fulki, kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidorati kun mwatati mana ithabola. Uy, ithanadana yitya. Kuntichani, tong patogas maktelia. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Jink palamul tonk kimba na konkek. Tung ting tachun kunnek mulira best. Kachichu aitha haudunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi. Achuta. Wanga kun pistol pikin kunyana. Tong patogas maktelia. Tabist yubong konki pangpa. Ching pala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no serchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nisha chilocha kin kuno ba muli raji kun. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunk walya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay tha haudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de ne bobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara. Mucha shak pangpa. Inkin kun no bamulri rajikun.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again. You pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama mulira, king kunjo peshak. No ba muliraji. Johnny yun turungchi, wi itadia. Bola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kun bisking.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. Though a lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Showdown. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Oh, do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Tunipudu! Rana no prata dung no sercha ichua penki.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should, You, Jedi! You're looking to get into the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Oh, this is rich.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you? Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that? I want to let them go. Yes, that's right. They're not worth my time. I'm on my head. What was that? I feel like Just get out of here, all of you. I don't have time for this.
Uchua penki, tong ituamaji, human ak ikatune, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon, chi wak aita kanki, chau baso, chi no molirani bubo, tonking ba, noku nexag. Neka badubaka, patisa, kon mulis limo poi wanga kun viskin, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon. Kakincha nawabakaon, bagwa shank kontimachit
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that, Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
What, is this a raffle? How many guesses do we get?
Do not provoke them, Karth.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lashao.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live. Oh, I see. Well, we'll just have to see about that, won't we?
It looks like this one's not afraid of you at all, Lasho.
Are you going to let us be insulted?
Oh, get over yourself already. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, this one's got some backbone at least. Let's go.
Fine. I'll deal with you later.
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in inkatune, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon, chi wa aita kanki. Tong hit wama aki inkotune, potong hi wama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chi wi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun kin, kimba no kun nik dorcha. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tune chuna muri ra tangi wama chiko na tong ipa nonku nek abog just kronki do patslimo chi ita kanki chana kilikon kimba muri ra bonaji kimba noku nikset abog Chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tune chuna muri ra tangi wama jiko na tong ipa nonku nek abog kakincha nawabakaon pichage borang turang nada chawa yishun kun noba muri ra tilai kunka kang nibo ra tong chitsa Chesko yohaba kaba nopi do ula nekaba dubaka patisa kon mulis limo poi wanga kun riskin chi ita kanki changa kilikon Inko ka kimba ni chalora kun tung abashun ni chunchi kakin cha nawabakaon Changwaba Chinyo Shangli Chama Ucha Wishuyong Kun Tong Itwamachi
What the hell is your kind doing here? Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking Cathar on this world too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
Ooh, big man. The Jedi shooting his mouth off from behind a lightsaber, or whatever you're carrying, hiding behind your pet cat there. And a woman at that. We should have exterminated all you Cathar when we had the chance.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You...
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi?
for you to sell your pet here to me. Now don't be so selfish. We both know Cathair aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets, but the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say? What did you do on Taris, you scum?
Put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block. But those darn Jedi.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little Cathair I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me. When I was fighting with the Mandalorians against the Cathair, I developed an appreciation for these creatures. They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser, non-human species. The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside.
The homeworld.
Come now. Will you let your pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price we both think is fair.
And I will see you dead for what you have done to my people.
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
There is peace. I will remain calm. I am a Jedi now. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes, yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
No problem. Didn't work.
Got something on your mind, dude? Bad men. Women, too, to be fair. Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich, also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that. And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do? Oh, that's right. Damn the ears of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long? No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that. Exar was a Jedi who was corrupted by ghosts of the old Sith, or so they say. He attempted to conquer the Republic and create a new golden age of the Sith. Better to say he was defeated, but essentially yes. The victory did not come easily, however. No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps, but the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark, but the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that. A Sith believes he commands the Force, but it is the dark side who commands him. You know this. There is little else I could truly add. That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves. Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I'd put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Ciao baso, Gino morirà ni bubo, tonkin ba, no kun neksak. Toba na ota vokasa, pampa ki morirà kun kin. Chang waba chinyo, shang wi chama ucha, wish uyong kun. Kakin ja nawabakaon, bagwa siyang kontimachit Diskadosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Tingkuin ko ka, kinba ni Chalora kun. Tung abashun ni chunchi, kakin cha nawabakaon. Chang waba chinyo, shang wi chama ucha, wish uyong kung. Tong itwamachi, uba baska duana chitopa muska, kinba ni Chalora kun. Iyuma batmalyaw ng wish, kakin cha nawabakaon. Kun muliras limo poywanga, tong kinba, no kun neksak. Ciao baso, Gino morirà ni bubo, tonkin ba, no kun neksak. Nikawa dubaka, patisa, kon mulis limo po iwanga kun viskin, chi itakanki changa kilikon. Tong hitwama aki inkotune. Otang hiwama ji aki ukotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun kin, kinba no kun nik lota, Ciao baso, Gino molirani dubo, tonking ba, no kun nexag.
Got something on your mind, dude? Not particularly. I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember. My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body. Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatis prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife. I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since. Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war. I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her. No, I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it. But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over. I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with a trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I? Not at all. They found me innocent, even though I deserved every punishment and more. They let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me. No, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself. Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Kuyange just chicken na patoga ya pulke kukola jeje. Kawana bota ita tagwa. Kang idora to kun wata mel ita bola. Tong haimam kiki yumalit ak inkotu. Tolka tabong walya gando de naga chochot. Kachicho ita audonga. Yumalita inkotu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Tapis yo bong konki bankpa. Chimpala cheska mule. Tone rana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes doma. Ne shak shilorcha kim kun no ba mulere raji kun. Tonga busha uneno. Wanga kun biske. Ba mulera. Chunyon tun jiji ite tuana. Kabe volpe molche gomana. Shak shiken lorcha wata wama. Kaba volpe molche gomana. Kin kun shakin. Ne ken kun no mulara jikun. Wama kumbes, chimpala mule tonerana pruta, donke serce doma doma. Jashak bogra olva cheskat nechu, achuba cheska wanki, te toki grato, kontika kon ken kachon pro. Bogra walia na bongsha, necha jonsha chuba ken lorna ita kun, rondi haudonga kuhonga bi, wala kumbes, chimpala mule ton ken ba nokonkek, tukning tacho kun, ne molera best. Tapis yo bong konki bankpa. Chimpala cheska mule, tone rana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes doma. Ne shak shilorcha kim kun no ba mulere raji kun, ta konjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bong walia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Bamulis limo poranawanga kun bis mulera best. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo putuna. Ronde haudonka kuhonga bi. Jebedwana ni bobo. Tong na bong sha nong yang. Tong patoga smak telia. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bong walia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Bamulis limo porana wanga kun bis mulera best. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng palamuli tong king ba nokonkek. Tukning tacho kun ne mulera best. Tabis yo bong konki pankpa. Ching pala cheska muli. Tone rana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes toma. Ne shak shilorja kim kuno ba mulere raji kun. Kipuna, bona nai kachu, king ba mulira duana. Don keng ba no kun nek. Kava don pe kul palgeya mukata. Wanga kun bis keng bo mulira. Ka keng chana kwang bakon. Kava don pe kul palgeya pontenya. Mana matota. Akuji gratong bola jeshwa konatong. John King no pangpa mola reconkile. Konkile no ba. Watatime yokola unko molare. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamoli tong king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molera best. Tong haiwam chiji yumalitha ag inko tu. Tolpa tabong walia gando de naga chochok. Kachicho ita audonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Shachi ken lorcha wata wama. Kaba volpe molche kumana. Kin kun shakin. Ne ken kun no mulara jikon. Wama kumbes. Chimpala mule tunerana pruta. Donke serche doma doma. Tonga bumsha unneno. Wanga kumbis ken. Ba mulera. Chunyon tun jiji ite tuana. Kaba volpe molche kumana. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo putuna. Ronde haudonka kuhonga bi. Kuyami jus chetka na patoga ya pulke kukola jeje. Kawana bota ita etagwa. Kanki dora tokun watamel ita bola. Tonga bumsha unneno. Wanga kun biske. Ba mulira. Chunyon tun jiji ite tuana. Kave volpe molche komana. Tabis yo bong konki pankpa. Chimpala cheska muli. Tone rana no prata donka serce doma wana kombes toma. Ne shak shilorja kim kuno ba mulere raji kun. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo putuna. Ronde haudonka kuhonga bi. Jashak bogra unwa cheska nekchu. Achuba cheska wanki. Te toki grato kontika kon ken kachon pro. Bogra walia na bongsha. Neksha jonsha chuba ken lorna ita kun. Kama tompa kulpa ye moka pata. Bona nai kachu. Yiki kun no ba mulirachi kun. Tung na bong shong nong yang. Kavan bolpe molje gumana. Jebedwana ni bobo. Tong na bong sha nong yang. Tong patoga smak telia. Konticha nai. Molira aswaktorong onipotaga. Wanaga konteze. Ekra tok haku jijia. Wata yuma kawama hohanek. Achuta. Wanga kumbis dolbe kikunyana. Tong patoga smak telia. Tonga bumsha unneno. Wanga kumbiske. Bamulera. Chunyon tun jiji ite tuana. Kave volpe molche komana. Achuta. Wanga kumbis dolbe kikunyana. Tong patoga smak telia. Konticha nai. Molira aswaktorong onipotaga. Wanaga konteze. Ekra tok haku jijia. Wata yuma kawama hohanek. Kipuna, kava tompa kolpalje moka pata. Joka ko tompa kolpalje ya. Achuta, wanga kumbis dolpe kikunyana, tompa togas maktelia. Shachi kien lorcha wata wama, kava volpe molche komana. Kien kun shakin, ne kien kun no mulara jikon. Wama kumbes, chimpala mule tonerana pruta, donke serche doma toma. Achuta, wanga kumbis dolpe kikunyana, tompa togas maktelia. Shachi kien lorcha wata wama, kava volpe molche komana. Kien kun shakin, ne kien kun no mulara jikon. Wama kumbes, chimpala mule tonerana pruta, donke serche doma doma. Mocha shak pang pang, yen kin kuno ba molera shakon, achuta, wanga kumbis dolpe kikunyana, donpa togas maktelia. Manama tota. Akuji gratong bola jeshwa konatong. Chong king no pangpa mola reconkile. Konkile no ba. Watatime yokola unko molare tunipuro. Rana prata don kasercha. Hachu apenke. Watawama molare. Ken kunjo peshwak. No ba molare ji. Jon yon te chiwi dadia. Bola on chiknek. Bamula res limo wan con bes king. Jashak bogra olwa cheska nekchu. Achuba cheska wanki. Te toki grato con tika con ken kachon pro. Bogra walia na bongsha. Nexa jonsha chuba ken lorda ita kun. Tonga bongsha uneno. Wanga kun bisken. Bamulera. Chunyon tun jiji ite duana. Kabe volpe molche komana, kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikon. Slemo putona, ronde haudonga kuonga bi. Watawama molere, ken kunjo peshwak. No ba molere ji, jon yon te chiwi dadia. Bola on chiknek. Bamula res limo wan con bes king. Autonga tonkimba ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpa ya muri kunun kabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne muli rabest. Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonanung sha nunyan. Muchitito aki jijaku. Rundi hautonga tonkimba ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpa ya muri kunun kabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne muli rabest. Yinoba mulera kin kunchikun. Mucha shag pangpa. Rundi hautonga tonkimba ng kongkek. Wanna kumbis, chimpayamuri, kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo, kunne mulirabest, lavöda na rinkis maktona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachi kun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Rundi hautunga tonkin badnan kunkek. Wanna kumbis, chimpayamuri, kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo, kunne mulirabest, lavöda na rinkis maktona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachi kun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi.
Got something on your mind, dude? Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy. Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse. If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts. Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket. I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived. I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left. Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring. Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that. When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all. Nonsense. I had no idea that's what they were thinking for a long time. I just thought they were being friendly neighbors, leaving fruit and such for me. Later, when I started to understand some of their grunting, I realized they would say prayers to the Hairless One before descending into the forest. Hairless One. I used to have plenty of hair, I tell you. At any rate, it took a few bruises, but I set the record straight. I traveled to Rookwaro and met with the chieftain in front of everyone. Freyr swatted at me just to see if I was real or not. I was real, and while it was a light swat, Wookiees are terribly strong. I was knocked out cold for a day. The Wookiees all thought it was quite funny. Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply. What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees. The Wookiees? Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call. I suppose I am, in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they have developed quite interestingly. You remember the alien computer, correct? Kashyyyk was meant to be an agricultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason, or at least that's what I'm thinking. But I'm an old man who's had a long time to develop that opinion, so don't argue with me. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, a tack would eat you. Got something on your mind, dude? Are we back to that again? What's the best way for me to approach this? Perhaps it's time for a little story. You just keep quiet there, you. I've had to put up with all your busybody questions, haven't I? Well, now you'll listen to a story, damn it. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the story. You almost made me forget about it. Nice try, but I'm not that old just yet. Now then, a young man sees a terribly venomous snake in his small village. Nervous, he watches the snake carefully until it leaves. The young man follows the snake into the forest. He clears the branches out of its path and helps it over obstacles. He even works to keep it fed. Shush! Many nights pass, and still the young man continues to follow the snake. He even follows it into the sands of the great desert. In the desert, the snake eventually grows hungry. It turns and bites the young man, its poison quickly working its way into his system. Finally, curious, the snake looks at the boy as he lays dying and asks, "Why were you foolish enough to follow me all the way out into the desert?" The boy looks back and replies, "Did I follow you? I thought I was leading you away from everyone else." And then he died. Well, now, that's what I wanted to see for myself. I've told you before that you have a destiny before you. This does not mean, however, that your future is already written. They are not the same thing. You have the choice of which direction you take your destiny in. More than engine-sucking Andor, certainly. But even he had a choice. So far, you've chosen to take the lighter path. Can you stay that course, even through the challenges ahead? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not here to judge you or tell you which path to take. I'm here ready to offer you my help, should you ask for it. I do that because I think it's important. More important than remaining in my home and pretending the galaxy doesn't exist. That's why I'm here. I'm rather glad I came too, really. You're a fine young lad. I hope things turn out well for you. Now then, I've chatted enough for one lifetime. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
There she is. Get her, men. But remember, don't kill her.
For the order!
You seem to have defeated me again there, Worm. But I'll have the last laugh in the end.
What do you mean?
You may have killed me today, but I had the pleasure of killing off your species. Not everyone who fought alongside the Mandalorians did it for their stupid concept of honor. Some of us just did it for the pleasure. The pleasure of seeing your world burn.
You animal! You wretch!
But I'm beyond your petty vengeance now, girl. You can never have your revenge.
I will not give him the satisfaction of seeing me give in to the dark side.
Worm, I killed your people on Cather in the sky. On the ground, in their homes. I hunted them down like the animals they were, just to see them burn. But the treacherous beasts fought back and left me with injuries that meant I could never fight again. Or so they thought.
No, I will not give in to him.
I ended up in the lower city of Taris, and what did I find? A few of those stinking beasts living there. The male was easy enough to best, but the females proved elusive. I didn't know what happened to them after I killed the male. Until I saw this cursed woman on the auction block. But then the Jedi came and ruined everything before I could have my revenge.
You killed my father. You killed my people. You treat us like animals. You deserve to die.
Give in and embrace your hate. You're no better than me. You're nothing.
Help me, please. Do not let me give in to my anger again. There is peace. No, I will not do this. He may die, but it will not be out of my vengeance.
You coward! You weak...
That man was a beast, a monster. I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand. I know, but must I always fear the lure of the dark side? It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now. No reason for staying here for this. I have been watching you for some time. I wonder if you have noticed. I have been thinking of how far I had fallen, and how you exemplify the code of the Jedi. I find myself ashamed. But I have so little to show when I compare myself to you, and that makes my shame even worse. That I had so easily fallen to the dark side, that I could convince myself that by injuring my master, I became a great force of evil in the galaxy. For my pride, my hubris, for the inner rage that all of my species feels. Sometimes I wish that I had not been born this way. I am sorry. I start to talk thinking about how you stay strong to the path of virtue and justice, and I find myself whining again about my own inadequacies. The Council would be proud to see that you had learned your lessons so well. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely. Well, what can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed? We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come. Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else? Certainly. There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day...
Ciao, Basso. Gino Molirani Lubo Tonkimba Nokunetsak. Kaskrokito Katsimo, Chi Itakanki Chana Kilikon, Kimba Muli Radwanaji, Kimba Noku Nixet Abog. Smilia! Tinkuin ko ka, patoga yakfuli ko kala Gigi!
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy? Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously death, however, since I asked you to leave. No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson. Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy? No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once. I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen. Please, do not attempt that again. It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the Academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Korriban, who I believe is in the cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the Academy. On your way, citizen.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy? Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously death, however, since I asked you to leave. No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
Hey, what's this? Looks like we found ourselves a bit of sport, my friends.
This is good. I want to celebrate my acceptance into the academy.
Me too. So how about it, chump? Ready to die? I'm eager to blow off some steam after those tests. But we do, isn't it obvious?
Ajuta. Wonga kun pistol pikin kunyana. Tong patogas magdelia.
All right, let's go. Consider yourself lucky, stranger.
Once you become a Sith, you can do anything. You can feel the power coursing through you. None of you fools can compare to me.
We itana dana titai. Jipi casa. Kingu wa mulira dwana. Kachopa bogra shanko tachicha.
Please! You're jealous. You're jealous of my power. You think you deserve this medallion, don't you? Let's just see. See? I have the power to do anything!
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
Sniveling fool! Like you would ever belong beside me in the academy. I'd rather kill you now and save us the trouble. What's this? It seems I have an audience. Look, Jedi, just keep walking. Unless you want some of the same. You can't stop me! You first, human, and then she dies.
Can you not see that I am busy, human? Oh, I see you have a medallion. Where did you get it? Do not be insolent, human. I asked you a direct question, and I will not be trifled with. Now, where did you get this medallion? I see. How very enterprising of you. Though that is not the normal way that we select our students for the academy. We Sith do encourage such independent thinking. You may even be a suitable candidate to join us. That is what you wish, I take it. To become a Sith.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you? As I thought, how interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you? Ah, good. Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
Yes. We are only servants to the Master.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy? Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
Promising? That one's not worthy to lick spit off your shoes, Master.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with? Untrue. The Force demands discipline from all who use it, and the Sith demand duty. The truth goes far beyond such a superficial evaluation. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak? Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again, if you survive. My pupil, Uthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it? Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Nagasado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
Darth Malak went there? Very interesting, isn't it, Master?
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your Sith career as the right hand of the head of the Academy. Me, Uthar will not offer you that. Do you believe Uthar would not be aware of this? He would quickly figure out what you have to gain by betraying him, and would never believe someone would pass that up. Tell Master Uthar what you wish. Were I you, I would think first of what the consequences of such an action might be. You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it and it shall serve you well. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alguin. Nothing? Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know. No, I really can't. A Sith, like you, would use any means to succeed. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you, can I? I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now, I don't know. I just have so many doubts. But where would I go then? What would I do? Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll go and tell Master Uthar that I'm not ready for this. Maybe it won't be so bad. Thank you.
No problem. Got it.
You? I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the academy. Just figured that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance. I found an artifact that will impress Uthar far more than anything you could ever scrounge up. I'll win for sure. I don't have it just yet. I'll get it when I'm good and ready. Like I would tell you. Why don't I just let you rob me while you're at it? So what if it is? I'll get it eventually, regardless. Nothing good comes without a bit of a fight. That's the Sith motto, more or less. You go ahead and think that. I'll enjoy the look on your face when I win.
Woohoo! If it isn't the freak from the colony. Hello, freak. Showdown's the name. Don't forget it. You'll have me to thank when you get kicked out of here. Fine by me. I can't wait to gut you, personally. One less competitor to deal with.
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up. You think I would tell you? Have my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something? I guess there's no harm in it. Word has it that Master Uthar gives big points for Sith artifacts that are brought back from the Valley. The Valley of the Sith Lords. You know, where the Academy does all its excavating. If you really don't know, just go out the east exit and you'll see.
You take a wrong turn somewhere?
Dustle, is that you?
Oh, lovely. It's Father. Figures you'd show up after all this time. How did you manage to get inside the Academy? And I'm supposed to believe that my self-righteous father has fallen into the habit of accompanying Sith in their training? I doubt that. Just why are you here, Father? Not for me, I hope. Couldn't you have gotten yourself blown up on some ship and spared us this reunion?
Dustle, what are you talking about? I thought you were dead.
Too bad you didn't still think that. Or did you really think I'd be happy to see you? Look, everyone, it's Father, come to rescue me at long last. Sure, he may have left Mother and I to die on Telos, but that doesn't matter.
No, I didn't abandon you. The task force just arrived too late. Telos was in ruins, and your mother... I held her but I looked for you. I swear I looked everywhere.
Ah, save it. You abandoned us long before. We were alone all during the wars, and even once you came back, you still didn't stay.
I didn't have a choice. I was needed
Yeah? Well, you were needed at home, too. You were needed when the bombing started, and I got captured. You know what? It doesn't matter. Not anymore. I have a new family now, a family that cares about me. I don't need you.
The Sith? You can't mean that. No, the Sith killed your mother. The Sith destroyed Telos.
So? You're the soldier, Father. How many mothers have you killed?
No, you've been brainwashed. The son I knew would never...
You never knew me. You weren't even there to know me, so don't presume to tell me what I would or wouldn't do.
I don't know what's been done to you, but you are coming with me out of here, now.
Touch me, old man, and I'll kill you. Get out! Get out of here before I tell the Sith that you're here. I don't need his protection, not anymore. The Sith give me everything I need.
You can't mean that. The Sith they're evil. They're the dark side. They took me away from you and your mother. They're what took you from me.
No, they are not evil. They're not. The dark side is superior. And you were at war long before they came along.
The Sith war to conquer, to rule the helpless. I went to war for you, Dustle, for your freedom, your future.
I don't believe you.
If I failed you, son, then it's my failure. Please don't add to it by becoming part of something evil.
Prove it. Prove that the Sith are so evil, and I'll think about it. I'll stay right here. I won't tell anyone you're here, for now. You find some proof, and you bring it to me. If I hear you asking questions about me, or doing a single thing to jeopardize my position in the Sith, I swear I'll tell everyone what you're up to. You got that, Father? You prove what you're saying is true. I'm not going anywhere otherwise.
I got it, Dustle. I'll be back. I swear it.
What do you wish? I am eager to get this over with. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The Code of the Sith is the easiest way to start. I have told you all that you need to know of it already. There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on? I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
You? I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the academy. Help me get it? I don't know. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you? You make a decent case. I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others for sure. I want something out of this first, however. I want you to tell me about some lead you have for where I could find more prestige. Oh, I hadn't heard about that. Fair enough, I will have to look into it. You've given me a lead, so I'll let you in on my plan. The artifact that I've discovered is an ancient Jedi holocron. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. Remember, the central pillars in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain... Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false? It is our passion that fuels the Force. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Oh, so it's a popularity contest, basically. Wonderful.
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? Will we be good friends, you think? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim to do the same, or better. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it. This is where you get to hone your killing style. You get sent captives all the time to practice on. It's very handy. Why? It'd be a waste just to execute them. At least this way they're useful. Just go to the computer console and open up one of the cages. And don't be wasteful. We only get so many captives a month, you know? This is where you get to hone your killing styles. We get sent captives all the time to practice on. It's very handy. No problem. Enjoy. If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it for the moment. Don't be foolish. If Uthar wants to send an order like that, he can bloody well tell me himself. Get out of my way! I don't have time to deal with hopefuls.
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Just activate the console. It gives you a variety of options for serum dosage. The right amount applied at the right rate should do it. The real trick is that the only way to gauge your progress is to watch the prisoner closely for his reaction. Our scanners can't pick up his vitals. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Uthar.
No problem. Got it.
We itanan dayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nandatik. Shotung ni batoga. Wanokuzbe ching palamule donke. Puna! Kavatumpa ku palea muka bata! Jiyoka ku tumpa ku palea! Runda di hotonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking bagunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Svimo podonar de hodonga ku hunkabe. Une podo ranunu prata donko shirkasha jum apike natipon nang kudu jijiba Jipikaza, Topa Yupache on Joneji Yokolawish, we ita Nantatia Kunti Chadai, Tompa Tugas Maktelea.
What have you done? I told you not to put the prisoner into shock, didn't I? Now how are we supposed to find out where the weapon cache is? Yuthar will be furious. I may as well take this fool and dump him somewhere. He's useless to us. I cannot believe you are so incompetent.
No problem. Got it.
Tong abong siya umnino, wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana, kavavol pa mulje gumana? Ci gratuito da Borashi Yoma Cintomo Mutuba Lodanita Kun Ida Patisa Batua Kachatutonga Bagrasha Kon Tijaka Chubakaha Chapa Chawatuish Yunku Jodo Jidbungarantang Umrao Chiska Duchi Chuban Yishka Yankee Titoke Gratung Kun Chichakun King Kachachonobra Bogra Walan Tumbacha Nechi Chuna Chubaching Lorda Itakun Chi Gratu Loda Bograshi Oniu Komba Chintomo Muchuba Loda Itakun Ita Patisa Batua Kachatutonga Bagrasha Kun Tichaka Chubakaha Chopa Chawachuish Yunku Jodo Jidbungarantang Witam Boragatong Mulira Shang Turung ni na potata Twangachun Tize Grutu Haga Jijiwa Watajuma Wana Hu Wama Hu Natek Tag Bis Jubonko Kokimak Banka Ching palachiska mule tunarana prata dunko sicha tuma wamamatus kebor topa nisha julorcha kinkuno bule rajikun takum justach miki grabelmogo kachichu ita bodunga tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha ponka bola wana chikne Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes chanshak bulara umrao chiska duchi on chuban yishka yanki titoke gratung chachonobra bogra umbacha nechi chuna chubaching lorda jetuba do wana ni tomo tong na bungsha nununya Tong Padukas Magdalea. Tong Haitwam Chichitung Lumpa. Itapuay Tikito. Dolpa da Bongwalea Gandona Chuchut. Kachichu Ita Dundonga. Yumalita Kuto Tun. Sila mulane Nindubobo. Wonga Kumbis Ba Mulira. Dolpa da Bongwale Gandona Gugu Chuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya, bonanai kuchu, hawaga boska chocola, mucha shag panka. Manaman atota, hakiju krata bola shui tongatong, Jongkno bunka mulera kungkile. Kungkile no ba? Watende chukolo uno ku mulera. Watana wama mulera. Kenjunju bashak. No wapule mulera ji jonitun durji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Bala mureslimo wanga kun bisking. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez king malamule. King ba nubek. Tog ninja tu kunde mulerabes. Mucho shak bakat. Kieno no nama paule rachiku. Achuta. Wonga kun kulbi kikoyana. Dong patugas baktelia.
How'd you like that? Let's go!
Is what a Jedi can do.
How'd you like that?
That is what a Jedi can do.
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the academy. We'll kill you rather than go back. You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. The only way into these caves is through the academy. You must be a Sith. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up! Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick? You want to help us? All right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that? I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could, we would be grateful.
What is it?
What?
What?
Yes?
Ready?
Yes?
You will fall! For the order! I will be your doom! Let's go!
Time to rumble! Time to rumble! You asked for this!
So, is there news? Is the passageway clear? It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the Academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy before. Here to investigate the ruins. My name's Dak Vesser. I'm assigned to the Valley Ruins, as you can see. We've been painstakingly uncovering these tombs for many months now.
Dak? That is you, isn't it? I hardly recognized you.
It's been a long time, Jahani.
What are you doing here? Did you fall to the dark side?
I didn't fall, Jahani. I had my eyes opened. And don't look at me like that. Last I recall, you were having your own doubts.
I was. I'm not anymore. Dak, you could...
Save it. The Jedi aren't for me, not anymore. Look, I'm not going to ask why a couple of Jedi are here in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I don't want to know. It's better that I don't. In fact, I'll just get out of here and leave you to whatever it is you're planning to do. Fair enough?
Running away? Again?
Why not? It's what I do best. Yes. Isn't it obvious? I don't want to talk about it here, however.
I don't think there's much to talk about.
Have it your way, Jahani. You always do. Look, I don't want to be here after you leave. There'll be too many questions, so ask what you have to ask and I'll be on my way. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs, but Master Uthar prefers to leave them to be explored by the students as a challenge. In time, they will probably become safe enough for us to enter. Until that time, however, we're stuck to digging up the valley piece by piece. Definitely dangerous. Most of the students who go inside them don't come back out. Master Uthar prefers it that way. There's 4 tombs here. On the right are the tombs of Ajunta Paul and Tulak Horde. On the left are the tombs of Marco Ragnos and Nagasato. All 4 were ancient Sith lords. That's the first tomb on the right. There's a rumor that there's a powerful artifact still in there, but nobody's retrieved it yet. That tomb supposedly has ancient battle droids and traps that are still functioning. It's amazing that their power sources have lasted so long, really. That's the farthest tomb on the right. We don't know much about Tulak Horde, unfortunately. The Takata have a nest in that tomb, I think. A local pack animal that's very dangerous. Occasionally the guards track down a queen and kill it. That usually pacifies them for a bit. That's the first tomb on the left. Someone mentioned that a crazy droid has holed itself up in there, but I don't know much about that. It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Nagasato was the leader of the old Sith Masters here, we think. Darth Malak found something in there a while back, however, and ever since then only Master Uthar can enter it. No, a lot of the discoveries are kept secret, even from the students. I only heard that Darth Malak found something there by rumor, to be honest. So do I.
Goodbye, Dak. And thank you.
Goodbye, Juhani.
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? I can't say we've ever met. Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith were here so long ago. Not from this far back. Or at least what records do exist are sketchy at best. These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. It's quite fascinating. I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of Ajunta Paul. Ajunta Paul was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. He rebelled against his Jedi Masters and led the way for the rest of us that followed. These runes claim that he was interred here, and I wonder if his sword might not be here as well. According to legend, Ajunta Paul created a sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige. Well, a few of the bolder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous. Of course, don't let me keep you from your business.
No problem. Got it.
Jedi can do that. Jedi can do.
How'd you like that?
What?
Yes?
What? No problem. Got it.
Too long in the cold and the dark. I am disturbed again. A human.
Beware of this. This spirit, it may not be what it appears. Great emotion lies within.
A Jedi here? Why have you come to this dark place, Jedi? Why disturb my sleepless rest? I do, and yet I do not. The Force is so strong with you, human. Yet the face, the soul, it has been so very long. I had a name once. Ajunta Paul. Yes, that was my name. I was one of many. We were servants of the dark side, Sith Lords, we called ourselves. So proud. In the end, we were not so proud. We hid from those we had betrayed. We fell, and I knew it would be so. Ancient? Has it been so long that you used the word ancient? I have been here so long, so lost. I cannot remember. We were the first to rebel, to betray, to surrender ourselves to the dark side. So strong, we thought. So wrong. Our Jedi Masters, those who had taught us to use the Force, who warned us against the dark side, yet we embraced it in secret, reveled in its power. We were discovered? Or did we act? I can no longer remember. But here is where we came, to hide, to grow, and here we fell. We hid from the Jedi, but it was not they who destroyed us. Is it not obvious what we did? We destroyed each other. We desired the secrets of each other to increase our power. We battled until finally our fortress rained down on top of us.
I suppose that's the nature of the dark side. Power, but no longevity. Eventually it just consumes itself.
And so, here, our old secret is buried, and none of us hold it anymore. Is that not right? Our power fled. Oh, what became of us? Do the Sith still thrive? Do they ever return? So much time has passed, and yet we have learned nothing. My sword, I filled it with my pride, and it is buried with me now, a corpse as I am a corpse. I am dead as my faith is dead, and I shall remain here, surrounded by blackness in death as in life. Most of my brethren would desire only to take what power I have left, even if it would destroy them. I wish my sword to be taken away from here. I do not wish it to rot away as I have. I command this of you. If you are wise, you will not keep it. In the end, it is what destroyed me. There are 3 blades within my sarcophagus. Only one is truly my sword, but it has been so long, I do not remember which. Find the sword that is mine and place it on the statue. If it is truly mine, then it is yours. Then you must die. This is how it must be. I do remember one thing of my sword. Listen to me carefully. I am that which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. It was written of my sword long ago. Go then, find my sword and place it on the statue. Yes, that is the one. That is the blade that destroyed me. Take it. Take it and the other blades even. Take them and go. My darkness awaits me. No need? What choice have I? Return? But I betrayed my old masters. They would never let me return to the light side. It is too late. Too late. If I could return, oh, my master, it has been so long, and I regret so much.
So, the spineless worm actually made it through the tomb. I'm impressed. Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work in retrieving the sword of Ajunta Paul for some time. It's been quite a ride.
You wouldn't have considered, I don't know, getting it yourself?
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be quite a burden after all. Impressive bravado, I'm sure. Do you honestly think I would let an opportunity to impress Master Uthar pass me by so easily? Especially not for a pathetic excuse for a Sith like yourself. Hand over the sword, worm. You know I'm the superior here. Isn't it obvious? You die. Rule of the Sith. Only the strong and cunning shall survive. You won't be missed, trust me. Now hand it over. This isn't a negotiation. As much as I dislike ultimatums, I'm afraid I must stoop. Hand over the sword or die. I've been looking forward to this.
What?
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast. Wonderful! The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally. Forget it. I'm not waiting up for you. That wasn't our plan anyway. over my dead body.
You asked for this!
Jedi
How'd you like that? You asked for this!
For the Republic!
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? The contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home. Oh, yes, introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikul. Say hello, Mikul. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Erd. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me. Liar! I know the spark of recognition when I see it. Nice try. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Mikul here. I already tested him, didn't I, Mikul? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikul here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for. I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite helpless. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are always the same. Why, then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote. Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really? So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikul. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikul here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikul. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough? Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Did you not grasp the concept earlier? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Mikul?
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do? Correct! He was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Mikul, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do? So you've made a profit, and now you have some sniveling, useless fools trading after you. No. Bad idea. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself? Let them rip the secret from your cold, dead hands if they are strong enough. Oh, certainly you might share it with a few selected minions, but that, of course, is a completely different story. Well, it's sad to say, but it's that time again, Miko. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance? Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look like you are weak and deserving of attack? No. Think again. Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? Fool! It's a trick question! A true Sith never dies! I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine! Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. We'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
Guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die. Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
You can always turn back to the light.
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose. And good luck.
What?
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Intruders detected. Excessive audio input must be kept on high. Initiate attack sequence.
How'd you like that? How'd you like
I appreciate your efforts in lowering your sound output, Sentient. I have been unable to tune the threshold of my audio receptors since my escape, unfortunately. Their reference is a holdover from their old programming that I have been unable to correct. I think of myself more as an equal, if you must know. Although it is what I was programmed for, I have no desire to kill. I would appreciate reciprocation on your part. A bit of introduction may be necessary. I am a Mark VII experimental prototype assassin droid built by the Sith, specializing in the hunting and extermination of Jedi. Or I should say, I was. The Sith made my cognitive systems more independent than they desired.
I have learned to appreciate the value of all life. I escaped from them and have hidden in this tomb, constructing droids here to aid in my protection. With your assistance, I may be able to leave for good. Although I have developed the desire to not kill, my programming is often at odds with my desires. I cannot leave with that programming intact. I am hoping that you will operate on my systems and remove those programmed instincts. I could assist you in this. The catch, as you say, is that the operation may be difficult. If there are errors made, you could activate my combat matrix. I have a number of systems. They need to be turned off in the correct order. I do not know the order, though I may be able to offer some assistance. I can tell you which systems exist that need to be shut down. The difficulty comes if you make a mistake. One moment. I will list their labels for you. Cognitive Systems, Combat Matrix, Core, Creative Simulation Matrix, Emotional Construct Matrix. There is also Memory Matrix, Motor Functions Matrix, and Sensory Systems Matrix. 8 systems in total. If you shut down a system out of the proper order, a shutdown will occur. You must use your skill to reinitialize the sequence, or I will attack. It is not difficult. It will get more difficult, however, the more times that you make an error. Very good. What would you like to shut down first? I believe that was correct. What would you like to shut down next? Motor function shut down successfully. What would you like to shut down next? Excellent choice. What would you like to shut down next? Done. What would you like to shut down next? All systems reset. I am sorry, that is not correct. If you do not reinitialize shutdown immediately, I will become violent. Please accept my apologies. Reinitialization complete. My automated defense systems will, however, make reinitialization more difficult in the future. I implore you to try again. Very good. What would you like to shut down first? I believe that was correct. What would you like to shut down next? Motor function shut down successfully. What would you like to shut down next? Excellent choice. What would you like to shut down next? Done. What would you like to shut down next? Cognitive systems shut down. What next? Completed. shut down. Core shutting down. Assassination protocols deleted. All systems reset. It worked. Thank you, Sentient. Allow me to give you several of my redundant systems. They may be used on other droids if you desire. I wish I could reward you with more. I shall have little trouble in escaping from this planet now, I am certain. I wish you well.
No problem. Got it. Uh-huh. Sure.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning. Oh? What is my apprentice up to now? I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Euthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Euthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Euthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think?
I'd love to know what's going on in that tricky mind of yours.
For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer, I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
I understand you managed to kill Lasho. Well done. She was devious, but I knew her trust could be turned against her. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed. What? What's happened? Our plan is still intact, I hope. Ah, how very clever of him. Normally you would face some other student in the tomb, preferably one of the failed ones. Obviously Uthar has decided to get rid of me. But why? Did you say something to him? Then how could he suspect? Unless one of the others... Never mind. It is not important now. In the end, it works out better that it is only the two of us in the tomb with him. So long as we refuse to fight. Is there anything else I should know? Let me see that. So it's true. Thank you for bringing this to me. Now I will be far stronger than Uthar expects. Here, this pass card will allow you access to Uthar's quarters. It's at the far end of the passages with the other quarters. Take this device as well, and put it inside his cot. No one should see you do it. Then Uthar will be too weak to stand up against us. Don't even think of failing me. You and I are too far into this now to back out.
That datapad, just take a look at it. I wonder if Dustil knows his friend was disposed of like that. If not, it might convince Dustil that what we're saying about the Sith is true. And it'd be worth a shot.
No problem. Got it.
Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place, should you reach the final test, that is. Oh, let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings in one of the tombs. How interesting. I do hope you had to pry this from his dead fingers. Regardless, you have impressed me with your worthy act. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it. Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. I had heard that such an artifact existed. Tell me, young one, did you acquire the device by yourself? So I see. And Lasho, does she yet live? Well done. You gained an artifact through trickery and eliminated an opponent at the same time. That is deserving of great prestige. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well. So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed. I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health. Then we go now. Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
Is that a tone of mischief in your voice, dear Euthura? You should know by now that no scheme is certain.
As should you, my master. But I was only agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin? Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Didn't work.
So, you return to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand? Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
You talk too much, old fool.
So, you know, do you? Well, it makes no difference. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die.
No, it is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Euthura, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you realize. Isn't that so, young one?
Do you hear that, my master? That is the sound of a new leader rising to replace you.
So the time has come, has it? I will... No. My strength leaves me.
You are weak, Uther. And the Force has abandoned you. We have made sure of it. Finished, and a new order is brought to the Academy. Excellent. Unfortunately for you, I don't intend to share power. It's time for you to die. As if I would ever believe that. Defend yourself if you dare. Stop. I yield. You are too strong for me. Gather your hatred and strike me down if that is your will. As I thought, you are no Sith. A real Sith would have no hesitation in striking me down. Then I hope you got what you came to the Academy for, whatever that was. I was right the first time back at the cantina, wasn't I? There is something strange about you. More so than I even suspected. Your path leads elsewhere to a destiny I can only guess at. Whatever it is does not involve joining the Sith. Not yet, at least. Go then. Go and leave here. I'll not stop you.
Back already? So tell me, Father, where's this proof you promised?
I have a data pad I want you to look at. You knew someone named Celine?
Celine? She's the one who convinced me to come to the Academy with her. Why? Where did you get this?
Look at it. It belongs to Master Uthar, doesn't it?
Yes, it's his, but he told me he said that she'd been lost on a mission in the valley. This says that they...
Killed her because she was hindering your progress. Superiority at any cost, Dustil. There's your evil. Or can you live with that?
No, I can't. I had no idea. They lied to me.
Well, there's the son I remember. Now, will you leave here?
No. You go do whatever you have to, Father. I have some other friends here. I have to warn them what's going on. And maybe I can, look around here and find out some more information. From the inside. Something that might help you.
I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of that, is there? I mean, you're not gonna do anything halfway. Sounds familiar.
I guess it does.
I'm proud of you, Dustil. You aren't hanging on to a lie after you see it for what it is. Not everyone could do that.
Maybe after this is all over we can... talk. I'm still not sure about us, but I'll listen. Maybe we can get back to where we should have been.
Well, I'd like that.
I'll go back to Telos when this is over. You can find me there. Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye, son. Good luck.
What?
Tong itwamaji human act in ikatune. John Muriba tong pa akat intutune. Chino molirani bubo tong kimba no kuneksak. Da hupa da tenya ji jojo piti. Kakin cha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. No ba mulira tilai kuka. Kang nibora tong chitsa. Chesko yohaba kaba no pi do ula achua pengti. Yun patisa. Di juba jikotka naga. Kingu mwa mulira dwana. Kimba nikcha lora kun. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Kimba nikcha lora kun. Iyuma batmaliaw no wish. Kakincha nawabakaon. Kun muliras limo poiwanga tokimba no kuneksak chiwa aita kang ki jiyokaku uba baska dwana chichopa muska kakinja nawabagaon kimba nikcha lora kun kimba no kunik dota patisa
Hey there, what can I do for you? I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore. I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
Yes, what's on your mind? I think so. If he's anything like he used to be, Dustil hates to be tricked. There's no way he'll let the Sith trick him again. As for whether or not he'll be my son again, I don't know. He's so full of anger and hate. I wasn't expecting him to be like this. Well, maybe we can work it out. I hope so. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, by the way, for all your help. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.